everybody, it's Stacy from Must Do Disney, and you are in the place to be, the Disney Nerds Podcast. Check it out.
Welcome to the splendor, the spectacle, the sparkling sensation, where the romance, the comedy, and the thrill of Disney fantasies come to electric life.
And as our friend Jiminy said, welcome. Welcome to the Disney Nerds Podcast, a place each week where like-minded people get together to discuss all things Disney. We'll help you get your Disney fix on. Here we go.
A Magic Kingdom proudly presents, in a million points of musical light, the magic worlds of Disney.
Andy's toys have arrived in his backyard. All right, soldiers, toys have landed. I repeat, toys have landed. Operation Play Big is a go. Let's move, move, move. Troop A, deploy your line. Operation Play Big is underway. All right, then, remember your training, how we practiced in the bucket. I think we need reinforcements. Troop B, deploy your lines. This is a critical mission. Let's move. All right, I'm watching you, Private Eyes. Perimeter is secured. Congratulations, troops. Mission accomplished. It's time to play big in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1!
Hey, howdy, hey, everybody! Glad you could join us.
Yee-haw! It's so great to be here.
Well, the perimeter is set. Take it away, sir.
Affirmative, Space Ranger. Attention, civilians. To officially welcome all of you into Andy's backyard, it is my honor to introduce Chairman, Disney Parks, Experiences, and Consumer Products, Bob Chapek.
Hey, Sarge. Hi, guys. How's everyone? Good morning. So today is a very exciting day for Disney, our guests, and Toy Story fans everywhere. We're welcoming everyone who's ever dreamed of being a part of their very own Toy Story to a whole new land where that's actually possible. And we're taking a big step in the evolution of Disney's Hollywood Studios as we transform it from a place that took you behind the scenes into one that actually puts you and your family at the center of the action. Now, many years ago, before Toy Story hit theaters, I had the chance to visit Pixar Studio in Northern California to see what they were cooking up. I was brought into that famous screening room, you know, with the vintage 70s style couches, to watch some early schematics and drawings. And that's where I was first introduced to Woody, Buzz, and the gang. And like everyone who sees a Pixar film for the first time, I immediately knew that it was something very, very special. And now 20 plus years later, it's no wonder that fans around the world have made a place for Toy Story in their hearts. And what kid, or kid at heart, hasn't wanted to see their toys come to life and play right alongside them? So we can think of no better way to kick off the future of this great park than by inviting you to do just that in Andy's backyard. With this new land, we're taking what we do best, creating magical experiences and combining them with the heart, the humor, and the adventure of Toy Story. We've created an unbelievable place where you will magically transform to the size of a toy and experience new adventures for the whole family, with new attractions, including the one-of-a-kind Slinky Dog Dash and Alien Swirling Saucers. You're in store for an experience that you will never forget. And it all takes place in 11 acres that have been fully immersed to transform you into the world of Toy Story. It's a colorful, playful land with unexpected details that bring the film to life in exciting ways. And remember, you're being magically transformed down to the size of a toy, which means that everything else is that much bigger. Now, we've had a lot of fun with that idea, and I know that you will as well. So my thanks to the Walt Disney Imagineering team who pushed the boundaries of what's possible to create another phenomenal immersive experience. And I can't wait for you all to be a part of it. So, let's get to it.
Oh, wow! Bob, I gotta say, it looks like our guests are ready to join in some fun.
We'd like to take this to the next level. To infinity and beyond.
Of course, that's a great idea. So friends, guests, and toys of all ages, welcome to Andy's backyard. Sarge, will you please do the honors?
I'm now going to pull the lever that activates Slinky Dog Dash and Toy Story Land. What?
Sarge, I believe we have a problem.
Soldiers, assess the situation. Move out!
Batteries not included.
Batteries not included.
Batteries not included.
Tarnation! Who's in charge of the batteries?
I forgot the batteries, Bob.
All right, don't worry, guys. I'm sure we can find some batteries around here somewhere. Sarge?
All right, troops, assemble! It looks like we have plenty of batteries, but we still need more power.
Well, I think I know where we can get some real star power. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tim Allen.
Woody. Hi, everybody. Wow. Thanks, Bob. Thanks a lot for having me here. This is just amazing, man. This is, hi, everybody. Let's get that. You, come on, buddy. Come on. Got to be careful what I say. Yeah, I say. Good to see you guys. This is amazing. You know, I've been part of this movie, this great movie, for 20 years, and literally after being here, you can't ever imagine that somehow you'd be able to play in Andy's backyard. This is amazing. And when you walk in this place, it's like, it literally is like at home. We all know this place. Well, actually, you guys, yeah, better than me. And, of course, Zurg. You know what that. I want to thank the entire team at Walt Disney World for making this possible. It's like walking into our own home, and we can play here. We can have a good time. Now, we're all ready to get this. Play big.
Sir, with this much energy and excitement, we are good to go.
Oh, yeah.
Great, let's get to it. All right, all together now. It's our great honor to officially open Toy Story Land.
Hello, Disney Nerds Podcast. Sam from Samson's Diary. This is absolutely amazing because I'm standing here with the Maz, Ed Mazzilli. Ed, what's up?
Hey, Sam, how's it going?
It's great. And a special guest, too. Hope, say hi.
Hi.
We are standing in Toy Story Land, Walt Disney World, Hollywood Studios. Ed, it's not MGM.
It is not MGM anymore.
Look at this. Is
This
it
is
not
nice.
MGM anymore? This is Hollywood Studios. We're actually standing in front of the temporary stage during the media event. This is where they're going to do the dedication tomorrow, which, by the way, if you keep listening, you're going to hear that dedication in just a little bit. Media everywhere. Those carts you hear behind us are cameras. Good Morning America was here this morning. Let's keep walking past this temporary stage and just check things out.
So we just came in past the big Woody and the big Toy Story Land sign, and Woody actually talks to us.
Woody does talk.
And we also have Toy Story Mania.
This is
which
the
is
new entrance to Toy Story Mania.
With a wait time of 5 minutes.
Yeah, they're all 5 minutes. We can pretty much get on anything we want right now.
Now, it's really kind of cool because the standby and the fast pass times are like they're written on those old gray boards with
It
a black
feels
pen.
like it, but you know it's digital, but it feels like it's
Yeah,
in
it
race
looks
for
really
it.
cool.
I love
It's
it.
definitely a flashback to Andy's toys.
The trash cans are good. There goes Slinky Dog behind us. The benches are popsicle sticks.
Sure.
Benches are popsicle sticks. I will say, though, from an Imagineering point of view, well, ask me later. Check out this new merchandise that we previewed this morning on our live podcast, but check out Buzz. The cool part about that Buzz, if you stand under him, it is a great fan.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That's the best part of that Buzz. How's the merchandise going? What do you got? Is that a new Toy Story Land alien there?
Looks like it. I love it.
It is good. It is good. And I
Yeah,
see the
cool.
Toy Story Land cups back there. You got some really cool merchandise.
Yes.
We love it.
And we're selling today.
You are selling today. That is
Anything
great.
on my cart, you can buy.
I will remember that when we come back. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Now, speaking of merchandise there, Ed, one thing you're going to notice, there's no store.
There isn't.
There's
in the
only
whole land.
merchandise store. There's only merchandise carts. There's no stores, which is why
I'm okay with that.
back on Hollywood Boulevard, you can find a lot of merchandise there, by the
I
way.
can imagine Pixar Place, the original Pixar Place, is going to be, the stores will stay there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So is that Buzz Lightyear I see back there doing some interviews? There's some outside area on the left for the queue for Toy Story.
Oh, I
Mania.
want to see this
How
at
about
night
that?
tonight. I love how they have all the Christmas lights lit up, too.
Yeah, well, that's what Andy had in his backyard.
That's right.
Which, by the way, did you notice the large footprint right here in the... They're spaced perfectly that Andy just walked through here.
Uh-oh, here come the soldiers.
Here come the soldiers. The soldiers are indeed walking by considerably. You can hear them walking by. This is the lunchbox.
Are they open?
They are not opened. They're conducting interviews over there. And in fact, later today, we have a scheduled interview there with one of the chefs around 4 o'clock.
Nice.
So, which direction did you want to go? This is the Slinky Dog Bridge, as they call it, which leads to the Slinky Dog Coaster.
Yeah, let's go.
That
for the Slinky Dog
direction
Bridge.
is, well, let's head this way and then we'll wrap around and finish with that.
Fair enough.
I think that might be best.
We're going to go by the saucers, the swirling saucers.
The Alien Swirling Saucers are here on the right.
And a great view of Black Spire's
Well,
outpost.
that's one of the reasons I wanted you to come this way, Ed, because that's an amazing view into the under construction Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Black Spire.
Right after you get past Woody's lunchbox. It
And
opens
Woody's
right up.
restrooms. By the
Oh,
way, there are
nice.
new restrooms back here. I didn't see that on anything, so it was a little bit of a surprise.
Put them on the list.
Absolutely. And I say that while we're walking past here, Ed's taking pictures, of course. Of course, look, Tinker Toys, the Doodle-Bugs,
ants.
is that what those are called?
It was
The bugs there?
The doodle-bugs, or was it something with the ants? Pick up the ants or
And
something.
I know exactly what they are, and I know exactly how you would make them. What we are going to do is walk up here past the Alien Swirling Saucers, which you can hear in the background. Look into Black Spire again. Oh, yeah. That looks good, doesn't it? Looks really good.
Huge. We're talking still Star Wars Land now. But
Yeah,
really
we're talking
big.
Star Wars Land. Sorry about that. This is a pretty big land as well. So let's go ahead up here and I guess a couple things to point out. By the way, there's Buzz. Buzz also speaks. In fact, last time I walked by here, it was Spanish Buzz.
Olé.
Yeah, he was indeed speaking last time I was here.
Very nice.
All right. Something I noticed at some of the other places too there, Ed, There's no Mickey on the returns. But the new ones I saw at Space Mountain and a couple other places, they're flat. They're not rounded, which makes it a little bit interesting. Could be. The Army men are keeping us moving along.
So the queue right now for the spinning, what's the name of it?
Buzz's Alien Spinning Saucers. That's the queue.
So actually Buzz got the credit for it. I've always kept seeing the aliens and things like that, and it's really kind of cool that Buzz is in control.
Buzz left one of his guns from Toy Story Mania over here.
On the queue. Very cool.
Yeah. Not bad at all.
Now the queue is wide open outside except for just a little area inside.
There are some fans there. I'm wondering if those are misters. Looks like a little pipe on the back of it that it could be, unless that's the power.
Well, it reminds me of California setup.
It does. Yeah, up on the top, Buzz Lightyear box. It's kind of cool.
See, now in Disneyland Paris, they had that on the ground so you can get inside and get your picture taken.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I thought might be an exit of Mania.
Got it. I see some water fountains in the queue.
Nice.
Interesting. Well, it's interesting that you say that because you guys were doing some other rides. The Play Disney app we talked about this morning went live today.
You got it, yeah.
This is one of the places where you can use it here. And breaking news, Space Mountain, Peter Pan's Flight.
Oh, nice. Animal Kingdom.
Ready to go.
Animal
Day one.
Kingdom, it was the Gorilla Trail, it was the Tiger Trail, and it was probably like in Discovery Island, were the three places I remember right off the bat as far as playing it too. So
Nice.
You guys hear this early, you get a heads up on that.
There goes Slinky Dog, which is pretty close to the aliens. I mean, this is 11 acres. The coaster covers all of it. I think that includes Toy Story Mania as well. Ed, you'll never see a line like this again.
There is no line. There literally is no line. They're actually waiting for us to
Yeah.
basically get us.
Hi, there's three of us.
Okay.
We don't have to be in the same car. You know.
Well, because there's plenty. I don't know if they're getting ready to start this one yet. Hold on one
Okay,
second. We'll
that's
get
fine.
you on the next
Yeah.
one.
So along those lines, there are two here, much like Mater's Junkyard
We're gonna
Jamboree.
go right here on this side, okay?
Okay, great. Thank you.
Fun. You're welcome.
Now here you can listen into a ride while it's going. There's an awful lot of wear and tear there already, Ed, for not being open yet.
I can see that. And I also see it not as being as, I thought it was going to be a lot more streamlined as far as the cars went floating on the ground, but they're actually kind of hooked to three spinning wheels,
Exactly like Mater's Junkyard Jamboree. I
And they're
mean, you
actually
can't
just
not
pulling around.
say that.
Well, I was thinking it was the other ride over in California with Luigi's place.
Yeah, no, this is Mater. Without Mater singing. In fact, we need to do a matchup between this music and Mater's. I think it'd be interesting. I did see here, obviously, there's 11. They have 11 stars on the ground, so they're going to have you go to your star. And two gates open up, which should streamline the loading and unload. That opens, and this one over here opens.
Actually, we'll sit on 2 and 3.
It's however you want to do it.
I'll sit.
So this is news media over here.
Back to the ride.
I'm not sure if that's one of my interview locations. There's 3 later. If you're interested, you're more than welcome. We'll talk about that later. You're going to hear those on the show, by the way. We'll be talking some merchandise, some food and beverage, and Imagineering and what went into creating this land that we're in. So they just said we are eternally grateful. They've also said we are eternally dizzy, I heard, on this at one point. So while we're riding, I'm going to keep my mouth shut and we're going to listen to the ride.
Thoughts? It was a good ride. I didn't expect to switch circles, so that was kind of a little surprise.
That's Mater's Junkyard Jamboree, right?
Yep. Almost hitting the next car right next to you.
Almost, but switching out just in time. The music's not bad.
No,
like I
not at
said,
all.
I could see mixing that with Mater's and coming up with a track that anybody could use, right?
Right. Definitely going to be a fun one for the kids.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, we're going to make our way through the exit here. It's a pretty big, it's a big footprint, isn't it? And it is 2. So I think if you compare that to Dumbo, is that like 6 Dumbos? No, not really.
No.
Maybe
2.
2. Yeah, 2.5, maybe. A little bit bigger.
But you're right about the footprint. I mean, the pathways are huge. The ride itself is huge. The in and outs.
Pretty big. Look at those construction cranes over there moving around there. Ed, you hear those? Or see the construction cranes in Black Spire? Why do we keep looking there with all this other good stuff to look at?
It's hard not to. Are you kidding?
All right, we're going to go across. Here's your other merchandise location, the Play City Camper. That camper is the other...
Oh, that's the ones with the little...
The Playmobile, the little play
right.
people, yes.
Great.
Andy's backyard.
We had the camper.
Here's another one of the footprints I'm walking in right now. I like the big Luxor ball too. So is it the Luxor ball? That's the Pixar bar. It's the Luxor lamp.
Yeah, that's Pixar.
I see there's Tinker Toy logo stamped on the Tinker Toys.
I had somebody notice this morning.
That's always good. We're gonna go right up this way.
Yeah, definitely.
You notice the Fast Pass returns again. There's no Mickey on it, and it's flat. They were much easier to use for my son. There was no rounded part to it.
You know where to do it.
There's your spring into action download now. Now, based on my experience here earlier, there are 3 cars riding today, but normally there are 4 Slink Dogs going. What they're doing today for media is 2 of the cars, the front train is rigged with a camera and audio system.
Oh, nice. Is that for everybody to use? Or just...
If you get on the list, which we are online there.
So now the queue is incredibly large. A lot of turnarounds. A lot of
As
switchbacks.
expected.
But
That
with a
app
lot
is
of
going to
things-
be interesting.
Yeah, a lot of things to look at on the way through.
Here's what I loved. See T-Rex?
Nice.
Do you see how much he
No,
is? It's an Alice Toy Bomb
What's up
sticker?
with the little thing on the side? You guys can
Not
go
sure.
first.
Not exactly sure. However, I love that it's an Owl's Toy Barn price tag.
Oh, yeah.
How
Nice.
much?
That's clear.
1995.
Which is what?
The year it came out.
The year that Pixar first launched Toy Story. Same reason why, yeah. Yes. Thank you.
All your parts and pieces and sort of inside the vehicle. And keep an eye on your little toys. Bienvenidos are Slinky Dog Dash. Por favor, permanezcan sentados con las manos, brazos, pies izquierdos.
John, how you doing?
Good. You're back for more?
I am back for more. I'm gonna leave some of my stuff at the exit over there, if that's okay. So I'll be right back. Let me take that. Yeah, John and I hooked up already. Yeah, what I just did you can't do normally.
There's like cubbies for your...
No, I just kind of left our stuff
for
at the
media
exit.
stuff.
Media stuff, yeah. Yeah, so tripods and cameras and stuff like that.
While you're
It's all in good shape, yeah.
Nice. So let's take a gander at the games we have in here. So we have Yahtzee.
On the ceiling, is this like some...
I've never heard of Slinky Dog's Bowl is the goal.
Slinky Dog's Bowl is the goal. Is this potentially a game we're going to buy here at some point?
I'm sure it is.
There's a couple of things that I did like, because you can indeed Dodge and Dash Power Booster, Supercharged Mega Coaster Motorized Action. That is available at the merchandise cards.
Oh, nice.
If you look at the top, that is the Dash and Dodge roller coaster kit that Andy has used as the basis for this attraction, then using other things like the Slink Dog and other parts of his backyard.
They have to be careful. The disclaimer on the box is Dash and Dodge Mega Coaster kit, not to be used with other toys. Andy didn't pay attention
Andy
to that
paid
one.
no attention.
Thank gosh.
I just looked up behind me for the first time, which is something you need to do when you're here. James Industries, Slinky Dog and Slinky Land? It's a book? A book for you to color. I like it.
That's going to be the fun of going a number of times.
There's a
Just
Pizza
finding all
Planet
these
sticker.
A Pizza Planet sticker that's worn off of the Buzz Lightyear book. Unless that looks like somebody's backpack.
Like
And I think he's used some gum to put this thing together. And there's an eraser up there in the corner too to level it out.
With the two metal
Hey,
grommets
you
on
know
the
what?
top
We're probably
and the
looking
reverse
at
side.
we're looking at the back of the clipboard.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he was saying.
And there's
With
crayons
Buzz
on the
Lightyear
other side of it.
sticker, Pizza Planet sticker, Triple R Ranch sticker. Triple R Ranch. You have to wonder if that's a shout out to Triple D. Right? The Triple R Ranch. Triple D Ranch. There goes Slink. There's his plan. Apparently he was pretty good and he planned this out. Yeah. Well, listen to this one. So the cars with the camera, they're not putting us on. So the two have a camera, one doesn't. So we're waiting for the car that's set.
Are they gonna flip the camera and like record like
That's
the
what
back?
it does, yes.
Or is it just only the front?
It does both. Yeah, it does both.
Yeah, that's a nice setup too.
Yeah, and that's why it's taking so long to load them up.
Next one will be available, so as soon as they close the gates, you can.
Thanks. So let me ask you guys: do you think the front or the back would be a better ride, or the middle? I don't know.
Guy wants to drive the front row.
He can have the front.
The
That's
back
not a
sounds great,
problem
then.
at all. Then we're going in the back. Get a little bit of the front of Slink. There you go.
On the camelback.
Oh, no. Everybody goes for the back's the best.
Yeah.
Go ahead, guys. Have
All
a
right,
great
let's
time.
go.
Nice seeing
Thank you.
Welcome.
You guys want 9? I'll take 8. There are 9 rows in the dock.
Springs and coils, cause this here coaster is the wildest ride in Andy's backyard.
I like that.
Just for your safety, hold on, give a second.
Yeah, no problem.
And just push up on the last line. Great, thank you.
It does, doesn't it? Whoa. I didn't do it. Thanks. Check that out, Ed.
stick together. Around the backyard. Now, please stay seated till we come to a complete stop. Remember to grab all your stuff and step out to your right. So long, pals.
So thoughts on Slinky? Great roller coaster, smooth. Every Disney roller coaster starts out smooth as silk the first time you go on it, first year. Awesome, I felt that. It had that new roller coaster smell to it. It had
New
the
roller coaster smell.
unexpected stop in the middle where the ride actually begins. So you start out, you go around a couple turns up and down, and you kind of get into your launch position.
It's pretty cool. And that, by the way, is a direct duplicated by the toy merchandise, which is a launch where you put the Slink in it and you press the button and it launches it out.
There you go.
That's exactly what it is.
Nice tie-in.
It is pretty good. And the background music is
Gotta find a track of that somewhere.
oh, I'm sure it'll be available. In fact, it might even be in the app. Here you see some interviews happening here. Who's that? Yeah, you get to see how they pull that stuff off, huh?
Yeah, I know. It's a nice setup here.
So there's some of the merch. The Play Family Camper. Mugs. This is a light-up necklace. There's the mugs there, of course, and there's all kinds of cool stuff. Hello. All right, Ed, with that, I think it's time to go to some of those interviews, get a little insight into what's happening. I'm glad that we could experience those two things together. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, definitely having a great time with this. Sam, thanks for all your coverage. And these interviews, I've heard a couple of them already. They're great, so tune in, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, guys, and we will see you next time. I am live in the media center for Toy Story Land launch. I'm with Erin, who's part of merchandise. Erin?
That's right. And we have got some amazing items for Toy Story Land, because you can't have Toy Story Land without toys, right?
Absolutely not. So what kind of toys are we talking about here?
We've got toys for big kids, little kids, and kids at heart, right?
All right,
We're including
I fit
everyone.
all of those sometimes. So let's take a quick look at some of this stuff.
You cannot find anything more amazing than what we have in store for you. Some of my personal favorites, we have our light-up headband with little green men. If you can see it, he's got googly eyes. So much fun.
I love it. Absolutely.
So much fun. Another personal favorite, because if you come to Toy Story Land, you are going to watch and ride on Slinky Dog Dash. And so you've got to commemorate that. So who wouldn't want to wear Slinky Dog on their head?
I thought those were kids when I first saw them, but obviously not, and I love it.
They fit everyone, and that's part of the fun of here. It's literally for everyone, and not just for our littler friends. Super fun. I love this guy. It is our light-up Slinky Dog necklace. As you can see, he expands.
This is a necklace?
This is a necklace. You can wear it around your neck as a scarf. You can wrap it around so you got Slinky Dog hugging you. You can wear it around your head any way that you want to. Do you want to give it a try?
Absolutely.
Doesn't he look great, guys?
This is good.
So
I like
good.
it. Oh, here we go. Love it.
And of course, we have T-shirts for the family as well, and other really super fun things.
I love this Buzz Lightyear. You have to show us that.
Yeah,
You have to show
absolutely.
us this Buzz.
So, of course, when you're in Toy Story Land, Buzz is such a big part of the show.
Absolutely.
And Buzz goes to infinity and beyond, so check him out. Flying around, and a fun tip, when he flies, you get a built-in breeze on a hot summer day here in Florida.
That is great. I love that. How's the T-shirts look?
Oh, the
T-shirts. Are these
T-shirts?
opening day or these?
This absolutely is. So what we have right here, it's our opening day shirt. It's going to be here for the duration of opening day, so it's limited time only, which is so much fun.
I love that.
It's got all of our favorite characters. And then, of course, we have our Toy Story Land tee, when we've got that peppered with our good friend Slinky Dog and a little bit of Toy Story Land on the
Slink Dog is
side.
everywhere.
And, of course, we have apparel for the kids as well. So we've got a shirt for girls and a shirt for boys. And my personal favorite is Jessie. I'm a Jessie girl.
Okay.
And what I love is we have our Jessie shirt. So ladies, you can dress up like your favorite cowgirl when you're up and around the park. And if you're going to do that, you might as well put on your Jessie headbands, because
This is getting good.
listen, this is Halloween in a cup right here. This
Absolutely
is all you
it is.
need.
Yeah, speaking of cups, I really am partial to this here. Now, is this considered food and beverage, or is this?
This is part of merchandise.
That's
so
merchandise,
you
okay.
can buy it, so when it's a hot day like this, fill it up with water, whatever you need. And my favorite, it lights up, so there's 3 different sequences.
Love it.
And this is part of the grand opening, so this is limited time only.
That's limited time only. I see that right on top of Toy Story Land. One last thing I want to... Actually, there's 2, because you got parts of the attractions here.
We have parts of the
rides.
attraction. Our toy team did an amazing job of building replicas of the attraction cars for the Little Green Army Men saucers, flying saucers. So much fun. It's just like the cars that you get to ride in when you come into the attraction. And then my personal favorite...
I wanted to get to this one.
So cool. Our Slinky Dog Dash track. So it's a place that you can take home, relive the fun of Slinky Dog over and over again.
Slink Dog's going to launch right out of this
He's going to launch right out of there. I would do it, but I don't want to be a projectile for you. So you just go ahead, you line them up, and...
Boom.
Boom.
Love it.
He flies right away.
Slink Dog right on the corner right there. Love it, Erin. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it. Absolutely. Guys, stick around. There's lots more live coming from the Media Center here at Toy Story Land. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you. Sergio, how are you, sir?
All right, and you?
We're doing great. So what is happening with food and beverage at Toy Story Land? We're live with the Disney Nerds podcast, by the way. What are you making here?
We make it in here Andy's Lunchbox Oven Tarts.
Andy's Lunchbox Oven Tarts. Here's a look at the final process.
We got chocolate hazelnut with maple glaze, and these are raspberry filling with raspberry glaze.
Very nice. So how do these start? Are you sampling them here, or you're just showing us how you make them?
I'm gonna show you how to make one.
Wonderful.
How about that?
Let's do it.
Okay. So we got in here raspberry glaze. These tarts we make it here. We make it here at home. And they're not touched by machinery. They're all fresh with the best ingredients that we can have. Otherwise, Andy's moms go like, I'm not gonna fill that. I'm gonna give that to my kid. So we gotta make sure that we.
Now, what are you putting on top here?
These are raspberries. These are desiccated raspberries. They caramelize it, and these are raspberry crunches. It's like cereal covered with. Raspberry chocolate. So we put a lot of yummy things.
Raspberry chocolate.
Yes.
That's what you said. So it's not white chocolate. This is raspberry chocolate.
Raspberry chocolate.
I like that.
And
this is the other one.
In here we have the maple.
Maple.
Maple glaze. And this tart is filled with chocolate hazelnut filling.
So it's filled with chocolate hazelnut inside.
Yes.
Oh,
and then we put a little bit of caramelized bacon.
Caramelized bacon.
Yeah.
I like to say that a second time.
We bake the bacon. And then we just chop it, and we put a little bit of brown sugar, and we bake it again.
So the bacon is covered in brown sugar, and now what are you putting on top of this? Is this chocolate?
It's caramel crunches.
Caramel crunches and bacon that's baked in brown sugar.
And a little bit of the Maldon salt.
And a little bit of salt. Oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Now, is this just a breakfast offering in Andy's Lunchbox?
No, you can have it all breakfast
This
and
is
lunch.
all day, breakfast
Yes.
and lunch.
Yeah.
All right, that's something good to remember. And I see that you have one over here that you've sliced up. I'm going to take a closer look at that because that looks really good. And if I wasn't live, I would have a bite of that right now, but I'd have to take my hand off this phone. But thank you so much. I love it.
Thank you. And you're welcome to see and talk about the rest of our menu, which is
That's what we're going to do then. Let's talk about the rest of the
Thank
menu
you.
here at
Let's
Andy's
eat
Lunchbox. Jerry, how are you?
How are we doing? Very good, and you?
Doing great. So what's happening for food and beverage in the new Toy Story Land?
Well, welcome to Woody's Lunchbox. Definitely we're excited. We're thrilled about having a diverse menu on it. So let's walk over this side. Let me show you one of the
I have
examples
to
that we
back
have
up a second here because you have quite a bit of things to show us here. So we're going to go right down this list. Ooh,
Definitely.
all right, we're going to start. I got to start with that lunchbox. Is that an available thing here? Is that part of merchandise?
So we have it here.
I like that lunchbox.
Say, well, when you walk into the Woody's Lunchbox, it is.
That's what it is.
That's
Okay.
Andy's Lunchbox, and Mom gonna prep it up for him, and he's ready to go there when he went to Andy's backyard or his backyard side.
I love it.
He prepped it open with his thermos, And now the toys can go in and try his menu.
Okay, let's see what we have.
So, for instance, we do have the barbecue brisket sandwich.
Barbecue brisket sandwich. Very
Yes.
nice.
It comes with cheese, pickles. Once it's warm and toasted, you imagine those flavors that coming alive.
Got it. And I see that everything seems to have the, what do you call them, the barrel rolls? The potato barrels? The tater tots.
We call it potato barrels.
Potato barrels, got
Yes.
it. Got
you
it,
have
got
the
it.
option to have it as a side.
Got it.
In
Okay.
addition to it, for example, we do have the Monte Cristo sandwich.
The Monte Cristo.
This one is my favorite. Let me
Okay,
tell you why.
tell me what's on here.
We have turkey, ham, cheese. In addition to it, we do have one layer of raspberry.
Turkey, ham, cheese, and raspberry.
Yes. So when you try that, the mix of the flavors, it won me. Like, I was ready to play.
I love
that
it.
one.
I absolutely love it. I love it. And I see some more of the barrel rolls up here.
Yes, we do have the touches. This is how we call it, the touches.
Touches.
Yes. It has the potato barrels. It comes with corn chips, sour cream, cheese, and chili.
Very nice.
Over
Very nice.
this
I like
side,
it.
We do have these options as well. We do have the
You have
tomato
some
basil.
Tomato basil soup, okay.
Yes. And with the vegetarian pasta salad.
Okay, vegetarian pasta salad.
So it's very diverse. That's
I
what
see
love
that.
part where.
So are these all lunch offerings or dinner or both?
Very interesting. We do have breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
All day?
All day.
That's
From AM
very
to
interesting
evening.
to know. All day,
And
breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Very, very diverse.
Okay, what else we got here?
Over this side, we do have the 3 cheese sandwich.
The 3
Very
cheese,
toast-
okay.
Yes, very, very tasty when you merge them all together
And is
and
that
they're
that's
warm.
the tomato basil on the side with that?
Yes.
Of course.
If you would like to change it, we do have also the option for the potato barrels.
The potato barrels or the
Yes.
soup. Got it. But if I'm getting that 3 cheese grilled cheese, I'm getting that.
You can
Okay.
dip it with the tomato basil.
Of
You can
course,
dip it there.
of course.
We do have a refresh sandwich. Let's say during summer, you come to Toy Story Land, you're ready to play big, but you're warm. We do have a refreshing sandwich. It's the turkey sandwich. It comes with turkey, lettuce, tomato, cheese, and on the side we do have the pasta vegetarian.
Got it.
salad. So
That looks pretty good.
Yes, it's
I'm
not
about
gonna be
ready
that
to
way.
dig into some of these things here.
Okay.
No, all right, let's keep going around here. How about these? Are these? What do
We
we
do have the soda floats.
Soda floats. Okay.
Yes, we do have the option for our little guests or regular guests to select a soda option, and with ice cream, we have the ready soda float.
Okay, so
for
we
them.
got there root beer float, an orange float, and maybe Coca-Cola float.
Yes.
Got it. Got it. Now, is there adult options for those floats?
Yes.
So I can get that maybe with a little something from Dad's liquor cabinet.
We do have a grown-up lemonade.
Grain up lemonade. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And I see next, I love the ball in there, by the way. Some of the
Yes.
tarts that Sergio just showed us how to make. These are very good.
tasty, very high.
And then what else
handmade
we
on.
have? This is the rest of breakfast coming
These
on.
are the breakfast, and I'm going to ask my colleague here, Evan, to.
Evan's going to talk about breakfast. Evan, how are you? Welcome to the Disney Nerds Podcast Live.
Thank you so much. We are so excited to have you here at Woody's Lunchbox in Andy's backyard. So what we love to say is even toys have to eat.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that being said, we have a ton of great breakfast offerings. Some of the early favorites have certainly been the S'mores French Toast Sandwich.
S'mores French toast. So we're going to
Yes.
talk about this a little further because I want to know what each one of those layers is.
Yeah, so what you have is a French toast style sandwich with a marshmallow fluff and a chocolate ganache sandwich between them. It is delicious. It's everything that you remember about those campfire memories, and then it's got a graham cracker crumble on top of it.
And this is all day long. This is available just to make sure.
No, this will be for the breakfast period.
This is breakfast, okay,
So,
so-
yes, Woody's Lunchbox will serve breakfast, and then they'll transition to lunch and dinner offerings
so
later in
what
the day.
time does that transition happen? How long? When do I need to be there to get this?
I can say it will be open from park opening, and we can expect to have breakfast through your traditional Disney serving time.
So like 10, 10:30ish or something along those lines.
That's what the
fine.
early indicators are.
Okay, so let's keep going here. We have another sandwich here in the front.
Yes. So this is a hand-carved turkey and egg breakfast sandwich. So you also have some griddled peppers and onions. This was one of my favorite items because it really fills you up to start your day with that great solid breakfast, but it's not heavy. It's really refreshing. It's easy to eat on the go. And one of my favorite sandwiches overall, not just for breakfast.
Oh, awesome. All right, I see. So for lunch, we have the tater tots over here covered with some Fritos and things like. Well, I'm sorry, I called them tater tots. They're not.
There are so they are our breakfast bowl, which is our lovable potato barrels with a brisket country style gravy, some scrambled eggs, and some green onion on top.
Very nice. I see one more parfait up here.
Yeah, that would be your banana and fresh fruit parfait.
So, or otherwise known as the banana split parfait. Is that what I read?
That is correct. Yes, it gives you that very nostalgic feel of eating the banana split, but with some refreshing and healthy yogurt and a granola crumble on top.
Awesome. And lastly, these cups I have. Now, merchandise claimed credit for these, by the way. They said it was their idea.
I can tell you, we're just happy to get to feature them. And Woody's Lunchbox was chosen by The Claw to be one of the areas in which we will be serving the Alien Sipper. And inside
Does
of it...
that light up, by the way?
It does. Yes.
Oh, yes. Wonderful.
And served inside of it that you see currently is the Mystic Portal Punch.
Mystic Portal Punch, okay.
Is due to Woody's Lunchbox.
All right, so tell me about the Mystic Portal Punch.
So that one is a delicious blend of Powerade and then some tangerine syrup.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds interesting.
So
Is it frozen or?
No,
it's not
served,
frozen.
It's
okay.
served on ice. It's refreshing. It's tart. It's sweet. It's perfect for outside sipping and enjoying.
I love it. Evan, thank you for taking us through the end here of the food and beverage. We're going to move over to the Disney Play app and see what's going on over there.
My pleasure. Enjoy. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right, guys, we're going to make our way over here one more place. This is the Play Disney Parks app demo.
Right.
Scott, how are you, sir?
Doing
now
great.
I'm
How are you?
live this time.
Okay.
So we did just do a recording that'll be on the podcast.
That's right.
In the
And
future.
here's Josh, who
and
was
Josh
also
is
on
here
that
too.
recording.
Hello
Josh,
again.
how are you? So
Great.
Josh is part of Imagineering.
That's right.
I love that pin that you have on right there.
Thank
by the
you
way.
very
We're gonna
much.
highlight that because that is an exclusive that we might be giving away later on the Disney Nerds podcast, but I'm not exactly sure yet. That might happen.
That sounds like a pretty great giveaway.
And Scott, you are part of, and if I look here closer, you're from Disneyland, which is really cool. So this app, the Play Disney Parks app, is both Walt Disney World and Disneyland.
That's
so
right.
Tell me a little bit about the idea behind this thing.
Yeah, you know, we are really pushing the boundaries on creativity and technology and innovation and storytelling through the new Play Disney Parks app. We're really wanting to allow our guests to interact with our parks, both Walt Disney World, as you said, and Disneyland, in all new ways. Ultimately, we're really looking to turn wait time into playtime.
Wait time into playtime.
That's right. And we're really providing our guests with some new and unique games to play with each other as they're waiting to board their favorite
And I love that each other because
That's
this
right.
is about the family experience and pulling things together.
That's right.
We're going to look at a demo of this in just a second, but before that, Josh, this
hi.
went live this morning, right? Earlier than planned.
We were just so excited to share with our guests. We couldn't wait.
Absolutely, and I mentioned earlier that I was awoken by my children who were playing this app, and actually a great big beautiful tomorrow.
What a great song to wake up to, right?
Absolutely it is. So you have integrated music and games, and give me an idea of what the thought was.
Yeah, so at launch, we really have 5 core features, right, which are all accessible through those beautiful animated game boards, the stylized park maps. So first of all, there's in-queue and wait time games that allow the whole family to look up, engage with the storyline, and play together as a family.
Look up being
Look up,
key.
looking
'Cause
around.
I want to be clear here because originally there was some concern that this is just more people walking around the park looking at their phones.
No, we share that, right? Especially, you know, as an Imagineer, we want our guests engaging in the worlds that are built around them. People come to Disney parks to experience fantastic places and be with the people they care about most,
Sure.
right? And so we wanted to turn the smartphone, which could have become a distraction or a detraction from the experience, turn it into something that got the whole family up and playing together. So
Sure.
as we designed these experiences, that was key, and that's why we think these are unique from other mobile games. They're uniquely parks and they're uniquely about groups. So really 5 core features: the wait time games, the ability to trigger in-park physical special effects.
Nice.
We have custom curated music playlists themed to different lands, integrated with Apple Music.
So Apple Music,
Apple
awesome.
Music playlist, that's
on
what
the
your son was
Android-
listening to this
absolutely.
morning.
On the Android side, do you have something
Not yet on
similar?
the Android
but
side.
It's coming? Okay.
But coming. But right now it's iOS only.
Okay.
But we also have achievements that you can earn not just for what you do in the app, but just by exploring the parks naturally. And lastly, we have really fun trivia that is themed to each area of the parks.
Trivia trivia will be right up the alley of everybody watching this because we're all Disney nerds at the end of the day, right?
Well, I hope the questions are hard enough.
Yeah, exactly. I want to see if I can't get a good image of one of these.
Sure, Scott.
We're going to try to look at one of these stylized maps.
Right.
And I have a question for you.
So here are these. Here's an example of.
I can get. No, I switched it around to look at me. That's not what I planned on doing. Sorry about that.
I'm going to get a fresh phone here.
There we go. Now we got a good picture of it. So this is, by the way, this app you can download today and start to use.
That's right.
One of the things, Scott, I do want to make clear, do you have to be here in Walt Disney World to use this?
You can be at home and enjoy lots of the features of this app, including trivia, Apple Music, but to be here in the park...
Jennifer, I just asked your question. There you go.
You do need to be here in the park to enjoy those in-queue games.
The in-queue games you need to be.
That's right, because so much of it relies on the interaction between the digital experience and the real world that you're here.
I love this style of map, by the way, because this is very Mary Blair-ish.
That's right. It's very Mary Blair, Ivan Earl. It's very reflective of our initial sort of launch of Disneyland in 1955.
You've taken the past and digitized it.
That's
and brought it right into the current. I love it. So this is new Toy Story Land.
This is Toy Story Land.
But I see a target up on top of Toy Story
so
Mania.
If
you hit the target, this is the
in-app
game.
That's right.
Playset party.
And here's
2 to 5 players.
That's right.
Achievements that can be unlocked. I love it.
That's right. And we can go and look over here.
Which, by the way, you have lots of people downloading this right now.
Great. I'm thrilled to hear that. Here's Andy's Board Game Blast.
Now, I obviously integrated into the new Toy Story Land, but I want to ask a question that I already know the answer to, but I think it's very good. And I'm going to come right back to this one, but I'm going to go to Josh for a second.
Sure.
Josh, I noticed yesterday that the queue games over at Space Mountain were behind covers.
Mm-hmm.
Could that have anything to do with this app?
Yeah, so we are launching today an all-new game for Space Mountain.
You heard it here first, guys.
Both at Magic Kingdom and at Disneyland simultaneously, and that's called Rocket Race.
Rocket Race.
And this is about you and your space crew proving your teamwork and communication skills before you go into outer space. Because going into outer space is serious business.
Sure it is.
And so these are all activities that get you up, playing, communicating, really working together as a unit to amp up your ship, make it the fastest ship in the galaxy. And then as an exclusive here at the Magic Kingdom, when you get to the final part of the queue, you and your crew get to race your rocket against other rockets from other teams, and it's projected above you on that starfield ceiling in the final part of the queue.
That's awesome, which might be why I love it.
We're always thinking of new
So can we
things.
see that? So here's what we're doing.
So
let me allow this to focus in for just a second. Oh, I did the same thing again. There we go. All right, we're back in the Magic Kingdom now. So in Magic Kingdom, if you move over to Space Mountain, you see a rocket right above it. And if you tap that rocket, you now have the Rocket Race game that you can play in Space Mountain.
That's right.
Awesome. With the achievements underneath there that can all be unlocked.
Mm-hmm. I should also mention there are hidden codes. There's an alien language that's been hidden throughout the queues. And if you enter those codes into the app, you might just be able to get some special power-ups.
So those aliens are just in Toy Story Land, or are they also at Space Mountain? Are they?
You know, it's the alien language is very complex. I don't want to
That's
it's not the little green men from Toy Story. It's a different kind of
technology. When you first say alien, based on where we are and what we're doing, I think those types of aliens.
And so we encourage all our guests, whether you have iOS or Android, to go to the App Store and the Play Store. The app's available right now. It's free to download. And like we said, there's plenty to do, whether you're in the park or just preparing to come next time.
Absolutely. So you got to love that, being able to do it at home. You've also integrated, one of the things you mentioned was the interaction with live things, and I immediately think Agent P, and I immediately think Pirates, so that's going to be part of this as well.
Yeah, this is the evolution of that experience. We know our guests love to interact with our worlds, right, and to take on a role in the story, and I love Agent P. I remember when it was Kim Possible.
Absolutely, there's still some Kim references throughout it,
and
by the way.
Sorcerer of the Magic Kingdom. So we really see this as the next step in that evolution. And in fact, starting today, you can play the Agent P World Showcase Adventure game inside the Play Disney Parks
That's
app.
one of the things that I want to make sure people knew. So that is in the app. It's part of it. So is Soarin'?
Soarin' Challenge has been integrated as well. We wanted to make it really easy for our guests to have one place to go. When you want to engage with the parks in a whole new way, Play Disney Parks is where you want to be. And, you know, you talk about integrating with the land. As we mentioned earlier, this is really just the beginning.
Sure.
We are going to add a ton more queue games, a ton more attractions, land-wide quests, achievements, and we are already hard at work on Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which is a land that was designed with this capability in mind. So I have a feeling for all of your listeners and viewers who intend to visit Black Spire Outpost, the Play Disney Parks app is going to be a very important tool on their journey.
I hope that we can access the app and some of those features before the lands ready. Who knows? You
Who
never
knows?
know. We'll leave it at that. So right now, obviously this is continuing to evolve. Right now you can look forward to the 2 attractions in Toy Story Mania, Space Mountain. Any others available today? Or
Peter Pan's Flight.
Peter Pan's Flight. Wonderful.
right.
There's another one. There you
Yeah.
go, guys. Peter Pan's Flight, first breaking here. Absolutely love this app. Love the maps. Download it today. You guys can also listen to some music through this app, which is amazing.
Josh, what do you think? Should we provide?
Yes, so that's
perhaps
gonna
one
be
of
for your
these for
viewers.
your
This
viewers?
is for one of our viewers. That's awesome.
This
So
is an
guys,
exclusive for today.
love it, Jimmy. We're gonna have to figure out a way, Jimmy, and Ed, to give this away to one of our lucky viewers. You can only get it here today. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You bet.
Thank you. Hey guys, Sam Disney Diary and the Disney Nerds podcast. I am here in the brand new Toy Story Land at Walt Disney World's Hollywood Studios. I'm joined by Clay Shoemaker. Clay, what's happening?
Hi, everything's happening. We are chosen.
We have been the chosen ones, absolutely. I love these googly-eyed merchandise. This stuff's awesome. So we're standing in front of the Alien Swirling Saucer. You are in charge of guest experience?
Guest experience, yes.
So tell me what guest experience with Alien Saucer and the whole Toy Story
my
Land,
gosh.
where does this whole thing start?
Oh my goodness. Well, it starts at Disney's Hollywood Studios on Saturday, on June 30, when we open for our guests. Sam, this is going to be one of our guest favorites. This new land is just immersive, and it draws you into the world of Disney Pixar's Toy Story. From the moment you walk in, you're shrunk down to the size of a toy. You're in Andy's backyard. So we are at a play set in Andy's backyard, where these little lovable guys are set up and ready to take you for a ride on Alien Swirling Saucers.
So the Alien Swirling Saucer attraction, this was actually a kit that Andy won down at Pizza Planet?
You've done
Is
all
that
your
correct?
homework. You know these new stories already.
A little bit, but so this is Pizza Planet. I love it. Here's the sound. I love that
there it
behind us.
goes. There it goes. No, you come on inside and you get into one of these colorful rockets, and these little guys take you on a ride, and you twirl all about the floor here, but this time you want to get caught by the claw, the ominous claw right behind us.
You want to get caught because you want to go home.
Oh, yeah,
so
absolutely.
choose me. That's what's happening here.
That's right. So
love
hold
it.
on tight. It's for all ages, of course,
I love
Sam.
it. And I noticed a couple of little things. This is awesome merchandise. You can take home one of the ride vehicles.
Yes.
Available in different colors. And these are always good. I think over my shoulder I noticed a planet. It looks like pizza.
Yeah, no, well, you know what? Pizza Planet. You've got the mushrooms. I see pepperoni and cheese.
Right there on the planet. They're mountain ranges, right?
Yeah.
The pepperoni range.
You
or
got it.
Whatever the case
Yeah,
may be.
you're talking a lot about food. I'm getting hungry. You know about Woody's lunchbox back here.
I do know about it. We're going to be talking to some people over there very soon.
Perfect.
So I noticed walking through the land, there's some pretty big footprints that you notice right away, and that's Andy, I'm assuming.
That's Andy. You know, he got called away. Mom called him inside, so we are free to play. All the toys have come to life, and we are playing at Alien Swirling Saucers, at Slinky Dog Dash, Toy Story Mania, and you know, who knows when he might come back and pick us up, and you know, he's
All right,
back.
so we have to enjoy this while Andy's
yeah, I think we do. You know,
so, Slinky Dog Dash. I'm not sure if you can see it in frame, but that's another just great addition to this land, and I think it is a must-do for anyone headed to Walt Disney World.
It sure
this
is.
summer or far into the future.
You've got it, Sam. You know, this is an 11-acre land, and Slinky Dog Dash covers most of that. And you know, that's another one of Andy's play sets. He set up his coaster kit, and he put, what do you think we were going to ride in? Slinky Dog, that
Slinky
iconic
Dog.
1950s
He grabbed
toy.
Slinky Dog. Although I did notice in the queue, the box from that mega coaster kit's there, and it says on the bottom, "Be careful, don't use any other toys with the set." I think he's just blown that. Right away.
I think that's safe to say.
Absolutely.
He's
There's
creative.
some great merchandise around too. You got one on your head.
I know.
have
Look
one on
at
my
us.
head. You can't beat that. So, where do you start from just an Imagineering perspective? How do you start here? How do you take a franchise and turn it into this kind
Well, it started with Walt. You know, he was listening to what the guests wanted when he created Disneyland and the adventures within Disneyland. You know, he would walk around and listen to what the guests were saying. You didn't even know it was Walt sometimes. He had, you know, maybe a guide map up and whatnot.
Could you imagine that? I mean,
oh my
even
goodness!
talking about that, I can't imagine being at Disneyland at something like that.
He heard the guests, you know, talk about what they would like to see in Disneyland and what they were liking, of course. And so we still do that.
Sure.
You know, we do this with our guests and we listen to them. And Toy Story, you know, the first film, the first Toy Story opened in 1995, and it's just become a part of our guests' favorite attractions and shows and these characters that are beloved. So our guests continued to tell us they wanted more of Buzz Lightyear and Sheriff Woody, Jessie the cowgirl, and so here you have a whole new land at Walt Disney World Resort.
We have it all. Themed to them. It's absolutely wonderful. I look around and I just know that guests are going to love this. They're going to love this experience. And you know what? There's something here for everybody.
There is.
And I think that's key to Walt Disney World, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a family coaster, but you know what? It packs a little punch. It's not bad.
No, it's for everyone. It's a double launch. And you know what? There's been some groups that have come in already, given a sneak preview. They're all smiles. Everyone is smiling.
I was smiling, and I just wrote it by myself as part of the event here.
Yeah.
So that is great.
Absolutely.
Clay, thank you. This
Thank
is
you.
absolutely amazing. We're looking forward to more and more from you guys. We know the future is bright, and we love the shout-outs to the future and to the past. In fact, the merchandise cards. It's a great example of that. You have an example of a play school aid.
You do.
The current version and a version that maybe I might have used.
It's full circle. You said it about the Slinky Dog Dash queue and all of the other things that you can see in the land. They pull into our childhood. They pull out from our childhood and all the memories that you have here, and then the new ones you're creating with all of the other children in your family.
So let me ask you, what's one of your favorite maybe hidden things around the land here?
Oh my gosh. I can't say that it's hidden, but I love that Buzz Lightyear is larger than life.
Yes,
you can't not smile in front of this particular attraction. To see him out there and you can hear their voices talking with you because Andy left them on. So they're talking to us.
And every once in a while you can see Buzz behind camera here. Buzz goes into Spanish mode every once in a while, and that's really cool. Because he kind of snaps out of it and says, I think I just went to Mexico.
Yeah, Toy Story 3,
funny.
you remember,
Absolutely. So thank you, Clay.
Thank you,
for the
Sam.
time.
Thanks for being an honorary toy.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And thank you guys for watching the Disney Nerds podcast. Remember, stay tuned for more. We'll see you on YouTube and on the podcast. Thank you. Hello, Disney Nerds. Sam from Sam Stacy Diary and the Disney Nerds podcast here in Toy Story Land at Walt Disney World's Hollywood Studios, joined by Chef Robert Adams. Robert, how are you?
Great. Welcome.
Well, thank you. And we're right in front of Andy's lunchbox. And if I step back a second, this is a lunchbox.
Yes. So this is, think about Andy. He set this lunchbox up in his backyard to create a restaurant for his toys and his little green soldiers to eat.
Sure, of course
you got to have
he
a place
did.
to
You
eat,
have to have a place
right?
to
Have
eat.
to have a place to eat. So he did that. You can see it's propped up by the thermos, a little bit
I
of
got it.
gum
Yep.
and the whole
Woody's
thing.
round up on the furnace.
Inside you got some Tupperware pieces there. You got the celery, the carrots, the baby bell, the animal crackers, all those things that you would picture
That's
going
what Mom
into.
put in his lunchbox.
Right.
She's getting all the colors. She's doing it pretty well
So
there.
we started with that, and we thought, you know what? Everything that should go in here should be the things that we all wish that Mom really put in our lunchbox.
So what's that
Okay?
start with then?
All right, so we've got several sandwiches. 2 of the sandwiches are grilled. And I've got one right here we can try in a minute.
We can try?
Sure.
Oh,
it's a smoked
This is getting
brisket
better.
melt. It's slow smoked beef brisket with barbecue, two layers of cheese, pickles, okay? And the best part about it is the sourdough bread is coated with a garlic spread and griddled. So you get that nice garlic bread smell,
Sure.
taste crispy. It's fantastic. We've also got a 3 cheese grilled cheese. It's got also 3 types of cheese. One of those cheeses is a Cotswold cheese.
Cotswold.
Cotswold. It's a British, like a pub cheese.
Okay.
And in the center, along with some provolone and some cheddar, nice and creamy, but still a little bit of that stretch when you bite it. We've also got a Monte Cristo that's baked, and also a smoked turkey with tomato and lettuce on multi-grain. Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay. So another item we have here is our tachos. So if you
Tachos.
like, we can dive right into this. These are our potato barrels, and these potato barrels are oven baked, crisp. We don't fry them. Okay.
Okay, oven baked.
Just cook them to perfection in the oven.
That's
nice
what
and
Andy's
crisp.
mom would do.
That's what she would do. And so very simply, in all these dishes, we're trying to take classic flavors, okay, classic dishes, and just put a little bit of a modern twist on them. Okay, so things people are very familiar with, classic flavors, but with a modern twist. So if you think about a nacho, tacho version of it, potato barrels. We're going to put just a little bit of chili, just a regular beef and bean chili.
Beef and bean
on that.
chili. Okay.
We're going to add a little queso to that.
Some queso. Very
Mhm.
nice.
Okay.
Wonderful colors there.
It's got a little bit of spice to it, but nothing overwhelming.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And then we're going to add some corn chips to that. Okay. Can't get enough corn chips.
I'm good with that.
A little bit of shredded cheddar.
More cheese makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Little dollop of sour cream.
Sour cream.
Nice and cool, refreshing, right on top. Okay.
Love it.
And then we're going to finish it off with a little bit of hand-cut scallions. Okay. Very simple, but great flavors. A little bit of a modern twist on it, and something I think our guests enjoy. Got a question earlier today about kids versus adults, so we think everybody's going to enjoy it. So
wonderful. Is this ready to go?
Ready to go. You can feel free to try it.
I can try one of these.
I can try it with a spoon or.
I'm good with this. This is fine.
All right.
Nice and crispy, just the way it should be.
And I really want you to try the brisket melt. This is one of my personal favorites. Okay, it might become yours too.
All right. We're going to ask about favorites in a second.
All right.
Now, you think this is one of your favorites?
It's definitely one of my favorites.
Looks really good.
Oh yeah. You smell that garlic on there, and
definitely. I'm liking that a lot. I get to finish that, right?
Absolutely. Okay.
This interview is getting better.
All right.
That is absolutely awesome.
And I will mention our kids portion. We have the 3 cheese, grilled cheese, and the turkey sandwich are both also geared for kids. The adult portion, the kids portion, is 1/2 of an adult portion. So think about cutting your sandwich in half for adult portion.
Okay.
Half of
The
that,
kids
the
get half of that
portion,
sandwich.
right? So we also get sides to go with these. Choice of potato barrels, tomato basil soup, or a nice light macaroni salad made with a little bit of a vinaigrette.
Lighter in the day on a hot summer. That's
Mhm.
vegetarian too, correct?
Yes.
That's
Yes, it is.
perfect.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Okay.
So, what is your favorite item on the menu? Is it that brisket sandwich? Or?
It's kind of neck and neck. I think
Okay.
I'd have to point to that one and say yes, that's my favorite.
Where's the Monte Cristo fit though? Because that looks
It's
pretty
good, but I think the brisket for me personally
okay.
would rise to number
I'm
one.
going to ask you about breakfast for a second because you have an item on that breakfast menu that I think looks phenomenal, and that's s'mores French toast.
We've got a great breakfast.
Tell me a little bit about that.
S'mores French toast sandwich is 2 pieces of bread. Okay, it's a brioche style bread, griddled. Inside that, nestled, is a layer of chocolate ganache and marshmallows. Put it together, melt it, and then we coat the outside with graham cracker crumb.
Oh, that's
Okay,
great.
it's
That's
fantastic.
got to be one of my favorites.
It's fantastic.
So you can have the French toast sandwich and a banana split parfait on the side. Is that breakfast or is that all day?
That's breakfast. That's breakfast. So you've got
a banana split
parfait. You got your Greek yogurt. You got bananas. You've got strawberries, pineapple, a little touch of honey, a little bit of granola with chocolate chips in it. Okay.
It gets better.
Mix it all up. And one of the things you can't miss are the lunchbox tarts.
Lunchbox tarts.
The lunchbox tarts, and there's one of the things that we're most proud of. There's 2 types we give. One of them is a raspberry with strawberry bits. The other one is a chocolate hazelnut with maple, candied bacon, and sea salt.
You had me at bacon.
Yeah. So
maple candy
it's outstanding.
bacon.
It's
Yes,
outstanding.
that may
And those
definitely
are
be
all
something
made fresh
on
here at the Hollywood
on my
Studios
list
every
as
day.
well. So are Baby Bell, mini Baby Bells aside as well?
And the baby bells are aside as well.
I see that Andy's mom likes those.
Oh yeah, she does, and you can buy them in a 3-pack.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. So I also love the theming as I look around here. There are so many wonderful things. Behind us is a chair where it's made out of Baby Bell cheese. I see that Andy's made himself a little sheriff badge. And if you look around, you might find a note somewhere from Andy's mom, which is really nice.
He's made all this out of the stuff he's got in his room.
Yeah.
Little pieces of cardboard, little popsicle sticks, all creative, and the umbrellas, the tables, the chairs, everything.
It looks like he's got the army men kind of defending this spot here,
Well,
too.
they are. They come here to eat 3 times
Oh,
a day.
absolutely they do.
Okay, so
hey, Chef Robert.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your time.
You're
We
very
appreciate
welcome.
it.
Very welcome.
Thank you guys for watching the Disney Nerds podcast. Make sure you subscribe. See you on YouTube and see you on the show. Take care. Hey nerds, welcome back to the Disney Nerds podcast. I'm Sam from Sam's Disney Diary. Once again here in Toy Story Land at Walt Disney World's Hollywood Studios with Pam Rawlings. Pam, thanks for joining us.
I'm glad to be here.
The Slinky Dog Dash running behind us. How perfect is that?
That's great. You have come into Andy's backyard and you've been shrunken down to the size of a toy, and you're going to be see larger than a life's toys and rides. It's great.
Absolutely immersed in Andy's backyard, and I love that. So you're with Imagineering.
Yes.
You've been with Disney for quite some time.
23 years.
We just talked about that. You opened Animal Kingdom. Is that
Disney's
right?
Animal Kingdom was my first experience as an Imagineer.
That's pretty cool. And from Animal Kingdom to Toy Story Land, quite the ride, I'm sure.
It's great. We collaborate with Pixar, so we take the best of their animated films as Toy Story.
Sure.
We sit down with our talent as Imagineers building physical environments, and then we combine that in and we can brainstorm and we storyboard and we put narratives together, and there's nothing better than working with toys.
Absolutely. So we have Toy Story Mania. You have the Slinky Dog Coaster,
Slinky Dog Dash.
Slinky Dog Dash.
And Alien Swirling Saucers.
Alien Swirling Saucers. So those two, Alien Swirling Saucers, is a game that Andy happened to win, or did
well,
he trade
yeah,
tickets in
you can just
for it, or how did he get
imagine
this?
that he took the Pizza Planet playset and matched it up to his BuzzStar Command, matched them up,
okay.
and inside are these vehicles that you get to sit on where the aliens are whirling around and trying to, and there's a claw, and it's a fun musical, electric jazz. It's out of this world.
Okay, that's where that one comes
Yeah.
from, out of this world. I
Yeah.
love that pun. The Slinky Dog Dash is another one that he's built kind of out of pieces that he found.
Yep, well, Slinky Dog Dash. So what he's taken is he's got that coaster kit you did as a kid.
Yeah,
and then, of course, they always want you to add their booster kit. He's taken that, and you know that because you're walking through the queue and you see an Elmer's glue bottle, pencils, you see his sketches, you see the clipboard, you see everything that he's imagined this to be. And then when you come around, there it is, Slinky going like he would. He slings, the tail wags.
Absolutely, and that along with the lunchbox, which is Andy's lunchbox.
That's
Absolutely
Woody's
amazing.
lunch, yes, with the thermos and all, and the Tupperware that you imagine that Andy's mom
Sure,
has
there's
put
grapes
together.
in one, there's some
Quarter
raspberries
crackers.
in the other,
Mhm.
animal crackers, some Baby Bell cheese.
Yes,
over
yeah,
there,
yes.
some cookies on the bottom. I love the little note that
Tinker
was on one
toy,
of the tables.
Tinker toy umbrellas.
So those little details, the hidden gems, the hidden Mickeys that we're all gonna look for. What kind of little things do we have hidden in here
Well,
to look
that's
for?
the discovery, all this, and we've put it in the land. I mean, you will turn around and just discover every single time that you come here something different.
Absolutely, and we can't wait to do that. One of the things that I really enjoyed was in the queue, which, by the way, he's about to take off behind us here.
Yeah,
I love
there
that.
he's gonna go. The rockets are spinning.
Which, as that happens, that's a great segue to merchandise, because that exact scene there, is merchandise that launches.
The vehicles too. So we have a Slinky vehicle that launches. You can even see on the back of his paws that he used to do that. We do that in our merchandise. Alien Swirling Saucers has their own vehicles.
Sure. So one of the things I noticed in the queue, there is a T-Rex box.
From Al's Toy Barn.
And the sticker on it is from Al's Toy Barn.
That's
with
the
the
attention to
price
detail.
of
$19.95.
Even better. We all know, if you're Disney nerd watching, you know exactly what $19.95
And it's funny because
was.
you look at that and Rex is so ferocious
Yes.
in the box, but you know what he is in the film.
Yeah,
It's very sweet. But so that was just, that was, again, a collaboration for Pixar. Wouldn't it be really cool if he's a ferocious dinosaur and then he's up there tangled in the Christmas lights trying to help Andy?
It's wonderful. And we have the Woody coming in, which talks.
Yeah.
So does the Buzz Lightyear.
Iconic sayings from the films, to infinity and beyond. Hey, howdy, hey.
Go again.
What's really cute too, Buzz is the only that will speak in Spanish as well.
There's a Spanish mode to Buzz.
Yeah.
I saw that movie.
Yeah.
And any other little hidden thing you like?
Oh,
Come on, you have to be able to
I
give us
like the
something.
Green Army Men. I mean,
Okay.
they're looking out for Andy. So everywhere you turn, you're going to see the binoculars. You're going to see them talking on walkie-talkies.
They're looking for
They're
Andy to
looking
come
for
back.
Andy's mom or Andy to come back because we're honorary toys.
Sure.
So we will have to. The play will end, and we don't want that to happen.
I completely understand. Over at Andy's lunchbox up on top, there's an army man
Yep,
with the
on the
binoculars
Connects
looking
Tower.
to see what's happened. I absolutely love it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, and from Toy Story Mania, so what's the big? Is it Toy Story Mania? Is it Slick Dog? What's the weenie attraction? There's so many here.
There's so much to do here, and I don't know. I think I would do it all and pay attention to the detail, and every time you see, you'll just discover more and more things.
Pam, thank you for joining us on the Disney Nerds podcast. We'll see you guys next week on the show. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, all those fun places. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks for listening. I'm back here in Toy Story Land and figured that I would leave you with some of the audio from the Aliens Swinging Saucer. While I'm recording this, I'm looking into Galaxy's Edge just because I can't help myself. Thanks for listening. Remember the DisneyNerdsPodcast.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff. What you heard is available on YouTube. You can see the videos. Facebook Live, those videos will be on YouTube soon as well. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.